Hi guys. So I just would like to introduce myself. My name is Fergus and I'm basically building this channel for myself, but if it ends up benefiting anyone out there, I'll be extremely happy. I plan on running an ultra marathon. I've been wanting to get into ultra trail specifically for quite a long time. I'm a pretty normal runner. I've been running on and off for the last 2 to 3 years, but it has been pretty inconsistent. At my best point, I was running about 40 kilometers a week. My longest runs were just over 20 Ks. And currently, I'm running about 25 kilometers a week. That was my most recent one. And yeah, my long runs have consisted of 8 to 10, maybe just over kilometers. My shorter runs range from 3 to 6 kilometers. I do plan on building this up now, and this is going to be a bit of a journey. So I was pretty active back when I was in school. That's just over a decade ago already, which is kind of nuts. But I participated in triathlons. I was into rugby and swimming and all sorts of things. I always hated running, actually. I was more into the cycling and swimming when it came to the triathlons, particularly mountain biking and swimming. But the running never really stood out to me. And only later on in life did I really start getting into running a little bit more. But I'm very into running now, and I feel like I've worked out quite a few of the kinks I had in the beginning, and I've learned how to manage my injuries, and I've gone through a lot of the things that other people have gone through. We're often hearing from these people who are good runners and that are inspirational about these ways to build up slowly and all of this advice that they give. There's a lot of that advice that you actually end up ignoring anyway, and I guess you have to learn through your own mistakes, and at least that's what's happened with me, and I've come quite a long way in going through those mistakes. I've had a few injuries, particularly with my ankles. More recently, I've started doing a bit of strength training, and that's made a huge difference to my life. But I've learned a lot along the way. But I'm by all means still a beginner. I still have a lot of learning to do, a lot of progress to make, and I just thought now, while it's still early and I haven't run a marathon, I haven't run any sort of ultra or picked up much pace. I'm still a pretty slow runner, which of course is okay for where I am, but I'm still in that early phase where I feel like it's worthy of documenting. So what this channel is going to be focused around is basically documenting what I'm doing. I'm going to document all of my setbacks and accomplishments and the things that I learn along the way. What it isn't really going to be is some sort of like motivation or advice or anything like that. I just want to share what I learn and what I'm doing, and hopefully that helps someone. Anyway, that's about it for this video. I'm planning on hopefully doing a video every week so I can share my progress. But yeah, that's it. I guess the next video will have a little bit more running and a little bit more in-depth information. I just wanted to introduce myself and set a sort of baseline, and that about cuts it. So I'll see you in the next one.